Seth is the head men's golf coach at Fort Hays State. How you doing?
Doing just fine. Thanks, Gerard. It's been a lot of fun to listen to you from back there, and fun to be on this side of the screen for once.
Well, talk about golf is interesting because you're really kind of a spring sport, but you play in the fall. It's a sport that guys can get out and still practice on. So in some ways, maybe hasn't affected you as much, other than the question mark is how much will you get to play, and when will you get to play and do all that again?
Sure. Yep, absolutely. No, it's been tough because, on the competitive side of things, us in tennis, we're the two of the sports that have lost. Now we've lost 2 semesters of competition. We've had our guys in 2 separate days. They've had the rest of their semester of tournaments and stuff snatched out from under them, kind of in the snap of a finger. So that's definitely tough. And then on the other side of things, a lot of the majority of our golf of our team, when they went back home, they were able to play all throughout the stay-at-home orders and different things like that. So they've been able to at least participate and continue to hone in on some of those skills and play in some tournaments on the amateur level here in Kansas, especially, and down in. We have one kid from Texas. They opened up the courses eventually, and he was able to play quite a bit. And several of the guys were able to find jobs at golf courses, so able to play some golf for free and get some good preparation. And we were hoping to use all the hone in on their skills to play this fall, but we'll just continue to once we're able to get back out there on the course together to continue to kind of tighten things up and hopefully get back out there in the spring. Yeah,
how will you handle the fall with your guys once you're able to kind of get back out there and start practicing?
Yeah, so luckily, one of the best things is, we're as the game is designed, it's a socially distant game, so we don't really have to adapt a whole lot. Maybe have a few less guys on the range all at once, and when we do some rotations on the putting greens and things like that, maybe a little smaller groups, but we should be able to be out there and playing quite a bit. And we've got access to 2 great courses here in Hays, so we'll definitely use those and get those competitive juices flowing. Golfers, they love to compete against each other one way or another. So we'll find ways to. In the past, we've done some Ryder Cup style things of splitting the teams up into 2 different teams and over a week or 2 playing some different matches with best ball and some different variety of games. So there's a lot of different ways you can shake the games up to keep things interesting and get those competitive juices flowing and keep honing in on our skills to prepare for hopefully some good competition and some good big tournaments in the fall or in the next spring. We were excited. We were going to host a tournament here at Smoky Hill in October, so we were really looking forward to that and planning quite a bit for that. All the MIAA schools, we were going to come out to Hays, and it's always nice to get a little home court advantage. But now that's been pushed off to October 2021. So now they're kind of pushing all that prep off to next year.
Share a little bit about your team. What excites you about this group that's coming back and ready to compete here this year?
So we had 7 guys come back from last year. We had 1 senior take advantage of the returning year to come back for a super senior year. So we were really excited to get him one more chance to get some good rounds, and hopefully we'll be able to get some of those in the spring. We brought in two really talented kids, newcomers to the program, 1 true freshman that has a lot of skill. And, unfortunately, just like us, he lost his senior year out of high school. So, we haven't seen a whole lot of, competitive rounds for about a year since his junior year. But he's got a lot of skill and shows a lot of promise in the future. And then our 1 transfer he's from Olathe, coming out of Heston College outside of Wichita. And he won. They did make it to 1 tournament in the spring. And he won the 1 tournament they played in the spring, and had 2 really, really strong years there at Heston College. So we're really excited for what he's going to bring to the team. Just excited to get them all together. Like the other coaches have said, we've had some team meetings and things like that all together in one place, but we haven't been able to actually get out and practice so far. So hopefully here, in the next week or 2, can get everybody out there and kind of get things rolling.
You can get on tigerauction.org. There is a Fort Hays State golf package available. Maybe share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so that's some of our swag that we've had from years past. Really nice pullover. I love to wear that even coming into the office and things like that. Once the autumn comes around, and And then the golf bag that's in there, we don't actually have any of our team's golf bags that have that swinging tiger that former coach Johansson had designed. So we need to get that onto our team bags, but that as a concept on a bag, I thought it might look really cool. And then when I went and picked it up from our friends at Redeem Design, it just blew me away with how good it looked there on the bag. So we're definitely going to have to update our team bags to have that included on there. But yeah, it's been fun to see some people bidding on that early on, and hopefully make some good money in the auction from that.
Oh, very good. So you can get on tigerauction.org again until Friday at 9 and still bid on that, get some of that golf swag from the Fort Hays State Men's Golf Program. Seth, as always, good to visit with you. Hopefully your guys will be out there and get to play some competitive rounds of golf here real soon.
Yep, looking forward to it. Thanks so much for all you do for us, Gerard. And like a couple other coaches have said, I just want to shout out our athletic administration for all they've done for us throughout all this time. And the constant saying is, we'll know more next week. They're constantly having to change the target they've been needing to address is constantly moving, and they're doing so much behind the scenes to support us and give us the opportunity to at least get out there and practice with our guys here on campus and do our best to prepare and give them the experience that they expect to have when they're here. And we're just really appreciative for all they do for us.
Very well said. Seth Kincaid, head men's golf coach at Fort Hays State University.